Hi students, good morning. Welcome back to social class. Okay, we completed the first chapter, our Earth in the solar system. Now we are going to the second chapter, Globe Model of the Earth. The name of the chapter is Globe Model of the Earth. In this chapter, we are going to understand the globe. We are going to understand the shape of the Earth with the help of a globe. Also, we are going to understand certain concepts like latitudes and longitudes. Okay. For this, we need the help of a globe. So first we analyze a globe and try to understand more facts about it. Okay? Okay, look at the globe here. This is a globe. And this is a model of the Earth. It means that our Earth looks like this. In the first chapter, we studied about the shape of the Earth. What's the shape of the Earth? The shape of the Earth is called a geoid. Okay. It is almost spherical in shape. Spherical. The word globe means sphere only. So here the globe shows the shape of the Earth. And look at the globe carefully. You can see a line passing through the middle. A horizontal line passing through the middle like this. All around the globe, you can see that line is a circle. That means moves around it. And this circle is in the center. The center of this globe. Means dividing this globe into two equal parts. Upper equal part and lower equal part. This line is called an equator. This line is called the equator. And if we cut to the globe at the center, at the equator, we get a hemisphere. Hemisphere means a half sphere. The upper half sphere is called the northern hemisphere. The lower half sphere is called the southern hemisphere. So northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Also you can see some more lines horizontally moving like this, parallel to the equator. Some more lines going around the globe. If you watch closely, you can see some lines are there like that. So, in your textbook, if you observe, a picture is there, globe picture. In that picture, this is given. And these lines, several lines are there like the equator, going around the globe, making full circle. And these lines are called latitudes. What are these lines called? Latitudes. The circles which go around the globe. The lines that move around the globe in a full circle is called latitude. So there are northern latitudes and there are southern latitudes. This is the north part, this is the south part. If you look, the top part of this globe, here is a point. This is called the North Pole. And at the bottom also a point. This is the South Pole. North Pole, South Pole. The latitudes in the northern hemisphere are called northern latitudes. The latitudes in the southern hemisphere are called southern latitudes. You can also watch some lines from North Pole to South Pole. Here are some lines. Means all around the globe there are lines which are going from North Pole to South Pole. North Pole to South Pole. Many lines are there. These lines are called longitudes. What are they called? Longitudes. So longitudes are the lines which start from one pole to another pole. They are not complete circles. They are only semicircles. Means half circle only. But at the same time, latitudes are full circles. Okay. So we have understood now three important things. One, what is equator, what is latitude and longitude, and what is northern hemisphere and what is southern hemisphere. So, equator is called 0 degree latitude. Equator is called 0 degree latitude. And the pole is called 90 degree. So from 0 to 90 degree north pole are northern hemisphere. From 0 degree to 90 degree north is called northern hemisphere. From 0 to 90 degree south hemisphere is 90 degree south pole. From 0 degree to 90 degree south pole is called southern hemisphere. So you got idea about northern hemisphere. Northern hemisphere from the 0 degree, that means equator to the north pole, is called northern hemisphere. From the equator 0 degree to south pole is called southern hemisphere. Next concept, longitudes. Longitudes also. Here we have northern latitude and southern latitude. Like that, longitudes also can be divided. Here, here is a latitude. Here is a longitude called Greenwich longitude. The Greenwich longitude is taken as the 0 degree longitudes. 0 degree longitudes. And a longitude that passes from North Pole to South Pole through a place called Greenwich in London is called 0 degree longitude. And towards the left side of this longitude, these are called western longitudes. Towards the right side of the Greenwich longitudes are called eastern longitudes. How many longitudes are there? 360 longitudes are there. So from 0 to 180 degree, means just opposite to this longitude, another longitude will be there, the other side. Up to there it is western hemisphere to left. And from here towards the right side up to 180 degrees is eastern hemisphere. So the globe can be divided on the basis of these latitudes and longitudes. On the basis of longitudes we have northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere. On the basis of longitudes we have eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere. Like that. And look at the globe here. You can see a large area is covered with blue color, isn't it? Blue color is there on the globe. This entire area is blue color. What is this blue color for? What is this blue color about? This blue color shows water. That means oceans on the earth. This is water bodies. Blue color shows water bodies, oceans and seas on the earth. Other region, these colors, some colors you can see, other colors. This and here, this this, and this. These kinds of color shows what? Land on the earth. The landform on the earth is shown by these colors. So by observing a globe, we can identify, we can understand how much part is covered by water, how much part is covered by land. And here you see the globe moves like this. When the globe moves like this, that means inside it a pin is connected from one side to another side. On that only the globe moves like this. Otherwise the globe will not move like this. So the pin which is connected North Pole to South Pole through the globe is called the axis of this globe. Axis. The axis is not straight. And that is straight కాదు. కొంచెం tilted గా ఉంది. చూడు. Here comes a South Pole. ఇక్కడ నుంచి స్ట్రైట్ గా వెళ్ళినట్లయితే ఎలా వెళ్ళాలి? ఇలా పోవాలి స్ట్రైట్. కానీ నార్త్ పోల్ ఎక్కడ వచ్చింది? ఇక్కడ వచ్చింది. దానికి అర్థం ఏంటి? The axis is tilted like this. అంటే అది కొంచెం ఇలా టిల్ట్ అయి ఉంటుంది. So that is called axis. A pin which is inside connecting North Pole to South Pole is called a axis. Then movements of the earth. Earth has two movements. One movement I can show here. That is this kinds of movement. That means the earth moves very fast like this. It is moving its own. It is called a rotation. This kinds of movements of the earth is called a rotation. At the same time, the earth moves around the sun. Sun in the middle, and earth moves around the sun. And that movement is called a revolution. Now, what are the effects of rotation? When the earth rotates itself, what are the effects? We have days and nights. Now, this is the daytime, and in the evening, night will come. How does this happen? It is because, now look at this globe, this side of the globe is having day now because light is falling upon it. The other side has no light. That means it is darkness there, night there. When the earth rotates, what happens? The area in the light will go to darkness and the area in the darkness will come to light. Like that, nights and days occur. Now, what's the effect of revolution? What are the effects of revolution? When the earth moves around the sun, what effect will be there? One is called seasons. Seasons occur because of revolution of the earth. Next, eclipses. Surya Grahanam, Chandra Grahanam, solar eclipse and lunar eclipse occur because of revolution of the earth only. And next, solstices. Solstices means different point of time. We call it Sankranti or Sankrama. Like that, the points are there. Like that, mainly winter solstice, summer solstice, like that, two May solstices are there. Then equinoxes. What are equinoxes? Equinoxes means the sun. See these lines. These lines which from left to right are called latitudes. from North Pole to South Pole, these lines are there. And from, vertical lines from North Pole to South Pole, these lines are called longitudes. This movement of the earth is called rotation. See, one side light is there, the other side is darkness. So when the earth rotates, the dark area comes to light. Like that, days and nights are. Look at this movement of the earth. The earth rotates itself, at the same time it goes around the sun in an orbital path. At this time, you see only one side of the earth is facing the sun, causing the day in that area. The other side is full of shade, you see there now. That area will have night. So because of the rotation, days and nights are occurred, and because of this revolution, seasons happen. Seasons take place. Now look at this diagram. The tilt of the earth. Because of the tilt of the earth, some hemisphere here the. Which movements cause day and night? Answer is clear. The rotation causes day and night. Question number 4. What happens when the earth rotates? What happens when the earth rotates? When the earth rotates, the areas in the light will go into darkness, and the areas in the light darkness will be coming to the light. Thus, days and nights are occurred. Okay. Define the earth rotation and revolution. When the earth spins around on its own axis like a top, it is called rotation. When the earth moves around, goes around the sun, it is called a revolution. Question number 6. What is the true shape of the earth? This we shall discuss. Already we discussed in the first lesson. The true shape of the earth is not spherical. The shape of the earth is called geoid because at the poles the earth is a little bit flat at the poles. Other area it is bulging out. Okay. These questions from the textbook. I read the questions from the textbook only. You write answers to these questions and send it through WhatsApp. Also, you will have slip test tomorrow on the first lesson. Okay? Bye.